Grand Rising, beautiful people. What's going on? This is Mike with the 1% Mindset. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. It is, what are we at? Thursday, September 28th. I'm extremely pumped and excited to be with you today. First and foremost, if this is your first time listening to this podcast, this is your jolt of inspiration each and every single morning to get your day started. It's your cup of coffee of motivation, or as I like to say, it's the work before the worst. Whether you're on your way to school, the gym, work, wherever it is, this podcast will get your day started. Man, it's interesting because, as I do this podcast, someone asked me yesterday, and, I truly love, adore, and respect him. He said, man, what are you doing with this podcast? Like, how are you monetizing? What problem are you solving? And truth be told, I do this podcast for me, right? As a leader, I committed to something, right? Commitment. I decided to commit to something, and that commitment was, hey, I am going to do this podcast because whether one person hears it or a million people hear it, the message gets to get out. And not only that, but I get to do it for me. I get to plant digital real estate information there because I know somebody will hold on to my words. Not for monetary purposes. Look, the podcast doesn't make me a crazy amount of money. It doesn't, right? Not for clout or for gloat. Look, the podcast doesn't get a million views, right? It's not doing hundreds of thousands of listens. It's not. But I know that if I make this commitment to myself to get this done, then anything I do after, my word starts to mean something, right? Because as a leader, I know 100% is possible 100% of the time. Right? I have to expand my mind, and in order for expansion to happen, I have to do what it is that I say I'm going to do. I'm embodying the space of being a leader, of being of my word, of being committed, understanding that everything is possible, and in order for that to happen, I have to do things even when people aren't watching. I have to get things done even when I think I'm the only one, because I'm doing this for me, right? And as a byproduct, hopefully you listening here will get something and feel something from this. But every time I do this, I remind myself, man, I have a responsibility to someone. Not for money, but a responsibility to someone to enrich their lives, to make their lives better. Again, Nipsey Hussle used to say, one of the greatest human acts is to inspire. And that's my plan, is to inspire. It's to inspire, it's to motivate, it's to push, it's to move. So I ask you today, like, who are you pushing, moving, and inspiring through the process? Because as a byproduct, something will happen. Money will happen. I know there's technologies, there's AIs and Web3s, and absolutely, right? You want to get acquired, make millions and millions of dollars, you get to do that. And that still can happen because you can have it all. However, the very root and foundation is to help people, to solve a problem, and to inspire someone. It's to inspire. And if you're able to do that in a real way, anything is possible. 100% is possible 100% of the time. Always remember that. I love you. Peace.